craveable. Hey there, my name is Zed Howie, and this is Howie Grow a Brand. 1, 2, 3, if you like what you learned from this video, help us promote this channel by clicking the like button below and subscribing to our channel. Ready to go? Let's get into today's chat. So I got a couple of books in my brain, one which you'll be hearing more about soon. But one of the books down the road is Everything We Learned from Chickens. And that book is hopefully going to be co-authored by myself and my buddy, Dr. Denise Cumberland, who has been a guest on How I Grow a Brand. There's several episodes in our library that I'd love you to visit with. But so the funny part about that, which we think is like incredibly clever, is that I had 17 years of experience with Chick-Fil-A starting when I was 15. Denise had over probably 12, 14 years with Yum Group, KFC, etc. And we realized that, man, if everyone in the world had actually worked a part-time job in fast food, they'd be a lot kinder, gentler, more reasonable human beings. Because I tell you, if you've ever taken care of the public in a restaurant, you know how to be a better customer. Am I right?
Okay, I don't mean to be a bitch, but the last 4 times we've come here, the food was awful.
Well, I apologize for the food the last few times, and we will certainly do our best to make sure that that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, that's what the last waitress said.
I'm right. And no offense intended, but if you've never worked in a restaurant, you really don't have the right level of empathy for the person serving your next meal. So work on that, would you? Now, one of the things that I learned through my working at Chick-Fil-A when I was 15 back in 1982 in South Square Mall in Durham, North Carolina, is that if you're old enough to remember when Chick-Fil-A was just in the mall, we would hand out these little samples. We would take a breast of chicken, cut it up into 10 pieces, insert a toothpick in each individual piece. We put it on a tray. We'd stand out in front of the Chick-fil-A in our polyester apron and our big fat bow tie and our polyester slacks and our greasy cap. And we would hand out samples to everybody who walked past our store. Now, we wouldn't say, would you like a sample? Because even with free stuff, when you ask someone if they want it and they don't know you, their immediate response is no. So we did not ask a question. We made a statement. We actually made a command with our soft little, sweet little, nice little voice and said, ma'am, try a sample of Chick-fil-A. Sir, try a sample of Chick-fil-A. And it's amazing when you don't ask a question, people take the toothpick. When you give them an answer to say no, an opportunity to say no, they typically say no. That's a whole nother video. What I'm talking about here is the fact of why did Chick-fil-A sample chicken? Chick-fil-A sampled chicken because Truett Cathy believed that all someone had to do was taste his product once and they'd be a customer for life. As a matter of fact, they have a trademark phrase from the 80s, which is taste it, 80s, which is taste it, you'll love it for good. So the marketing efforts of Chick-fil-A were fully invested in putting cute little adorable teenagers on the front lines of the stores and the malls while people were walking through shopping, hungry, tired, thirsty, giving them an incredible little bite-sized taste of Chick-fil-A, the slightly sweet, definitely savory, slightly salty flavor, that perfectly breaded chicken sample just enough to whet the appetite, to make their bodies say, that's good, and I want more. The lesson learned for any brand today of any size, of any nature, is starting with 2 questions. Is your brand sellable? And is your brand craveable? Sellable. If we could make the perfect sample and present it to every customer and they loved it, but then every single sandwich they bought did not live up to the same standard of what enticed them, then the brand's not sellable. If you can't deliver what your advertising is telling your customers you're going to deliver, if what your reputation on Facebook and Google and all those reviews is telling people that you deliver, if you can't do that almost every time, if not every time as the standard, you're not as sellable as you think you are. So the question is your brand sellable? But most importantly, and this is where most brands miss it, is your brand craveable? Do I have to continually and over entice people to buy from me? Or does the pure experience with my brand make them want you even without being asked to come back? That, ladies and gentlemen, is what I believe is one of the secrets of Chick-Fil-A and one of the secrets of the brand you love, the brands you love, is that the product, the experience, the people, the total activation of the brand through the way the brand was imagined, through the way the brand was actually delivered, and with the way the brand is consistently delivered over and over, that you don't need a coupon, you don't need an ad, you don't need a whatever of paid marketing to entice you back, but just knowing the product exists, maybe being reminded of the product, that it drives you back in to buy more and more and over and over. And that's what not only creates brand loyalty, it creates a brand community, and it shows that you have a brand that is sellable and craveable. So here are questions for you to consider today in a quick little personal checkup with the brand that you created, the brand you own, the brand you're running, or the brand you're responsible for. First, is it sellable? Meaning, am I able to truly deliver on the intentions of the brand most times than not? Now, ideally, perfectly, doesn't always happen. I understand that. But what are the 2 or 3 most significant uniquenesses of my brand? And are we able to truly deliver it? If part of the brand is friendliness, what are you really delivering that's showing you're friendly to each single person? Okay? So what is it that is most sellable about your brand, most unique about your brand, and are you able to consistently execute that over and over? Basically, is that part of your brand operationalized? And then craveable. Is it really what your customers want? And is it something that creates such a memory, such a taste memory, such an experience memory, such an emotional memory, such a functional memory, such an appreciation memory, that thing, what is it about your brand that makes it craveable, that makes you want to buy the entire sandwich when you only had 1/10 of a taste? I invite you to have this conversation with your key team leaders. You starting up a Zoom call, take 5 minutes. What is it that makes us sellable? What is it that must be sellable about our brand? What is it makes us craveable, and what is it that can make us more craveable to our customers? Because I got to tell you, branding is cool, and products are cool, and operations are cool, but they all have to come together to create and ensure that your brand is sellable and craveable, and ideally that it just takes one interaction with your brand, and each and every one of your customers are going to love you for good. Hey, I really hope this helps and inspires your day. If any of this works on your business this week, I'd love to hear about it in the comments, or hey, just message me. Can't wait to see what we chat about next time on How We Grow a Brand. We'll see you soon.